Hi, very good evening. It's the year end, and I think the question in my mind today is whether or not to do a cash top up to my CPF special account to enjoy tax relief or not. So I think the key points for this particular exercise is you need to know some of the basic facts. So if you do cash top up for up to $7,000, you enjoy some tax relief. Okay, and this tax relief is actually capped at $80,000. So for example, you have other sources of tax relief, you can only be relieved up to $80,000. So for your assessable income, if you're a normal salaried worker earning less than $6,000 a month, that will be roughly 80% of your annual salary, and then you minus off the other tax relief that you are entitled to. For salaried worker who are paid above $6,000, the relief will be 1.2k times the number of months of package. So basically, if you let's say you earn above $6,000, let's say 120k, and then you have a 15-month bonus. Okay, it'll be 1.2 times 15, 18k, and 120k minus 18k will be 102k. So that'll be your accessible income. So let's go to the scenarios. So in scenario one, this scenario is where you actually do not do any cash top up. Okay, and I have did a role play for those who actually get taxed at 7% and those who get taxed at 11.5%. So as you can see, actually, if you are taxed 11.5%, um, you definitely need to pay more tax. And if you were to pay more tax, your capital that you can invest, if you do invest, okay, safely and conservatively, uh, the capital you would be able to invest is significantly lesser than say if you were getting taxed lesser. And with at the same returns for your investment, 5% over 10 years, actually there will be quite a significant difference. Yep. So let's take a look at the second scenario where you actually do a cash top up to your CPF special account. So what happens is that actually what I realized is that whether you are taxed at 7% or 11.5%, it doesn't really matter, because the rate of return, that 4% over 10 years, is the same no matter whether you are taxed at 7% or 11.5%. So long story short, okay, if you were to actually in return it and do that investment, you will also see a significant increase um, at the end of these 10 years. Okay, so let's go to the summary, and then you'll see what I'm trying to drive at. So if you invest at 5% per annum returns, there will be a you will definitely have a higher return after 10 years, 35.6% higher than if you were to have done nothing. And then let's say you do this comparison. Okay, let's say you were to do cash top up versus doing nothing at 7% taxation. Okay, the difference of doing a cash top up versus doing nothing is actually 37.1%. Basically, if you are taxed at 7% and you do not do anything, it is better off significantly to actually top up your cash into your CPF. And the same goes to the effect is even more pronounced when you are taxed at a higher rate, because your capital, you are paying more tax, okay, and then versus not paying any tax for that $7,000. Yes. So you put in another scenario where over 10 years you compare with cash top up versus investing at 5% interest rate, you actually see that there is a very small difference for those who are taxed at 7%, and there's a slightly more pronounced difference if someone were to be taxed at 11.5%. So the long story short is that for those who are taxed at lower rates, actually it might be better if you were to hone your investing skills and do the investment instead of doing a cash top up. But if you are taxed at any higher tax rate bracket, then perhaps it does make sense to actually do the cash top up. Yes. And with that, I thank you for your attention. Thanks and have a good evening.